MACD is a moving average that is used to identify new trends. So what we do is to identify new trends when new trends are formed in the market. So MACD is simply moving average convergence divergence. And why it's called moving average convergence? Because it tells you when the price has changed, just like the Bollinger. But the difference is that the moving average is made up of moving average. The MACD is made up of moving average of moving averages that have been smoothened out by getting the moving average, the difference between moving averages. So this is actually why MACD is sometimes very hard to describe to new traders. Now, what do I mean? We have a setup called the setup of MACD is 12, 26, 9. So, and I would actually explain what these things actually mean. So when we say 12, 26, 9, it means that there is a 12 period. There is a 12 period moving average. There is a 26 period moving average, and there is 9 period moving average. So this makes it a complex indicator. Actually, this moving average is actually showing you their moving average of certain moving average. So there are two moving averages basically in the MACD: the A moving average and the B moving average. So these are the two moving averages. So what we do is to find out the difference between the A moving average and the B moving average. So the difference between the A moving average and the B moving average. So when you want to find out the difference between the A moving average, the difference is now plotted on as a 9 period moving average. As a 9 period moving average. So this is a 12 period and this is a 26 period. So the difference between the A and B moving average is the 9 period moving average. So that's why the setup is known as 12, 26, 9. Now, when you are looking at we normally have, when you see the 9 period moving average, let's say this is A and this is B, and they are moving over a period to infinity, and they are moving. B2 is moving, and now you want to find out the difference in A and B with reference to 9 periods ago. So let's say here is period 1, let's say here is period 0, the point we are, this is the current price, and this is, let's say this is 4, and this is 9. Let's just say this is the 9th period. So it means that the value of A, let's say the value of A is 40 and the value of B is 10 here, and just like that at the 8th period it is 30 here, and it is 5 here, and let's say it's here, it is 40, and just like that. So the difference between A and B, that's A and B, is plotted as a histogram. That's it's plotted as a histogram. So this 9 period moving average is not plotted as a line. So it's not plotted as a line. So instead it's plotted as a histogram. So that's why you see the histogram appearing on your chart. So now when you begin to plot from last one, you see from the last example I gave, you see at 9 periods ago, because the price changes from time to time, so I'll divide this board into 3. So it changed, let's say it changed here, it changed from the difference between A and B 8 days ago, 8 periods ago. A and B is let's say it was 40. The difference between A and B 7 periods ago, or was from 9, let's say, okay, this was for this 1 period, this is second period, was let's say 30. The difference again for, so just like that, let's just say it is 20. So let's just continue like that in that manner till the ninth period. So the difference between A and B in the ninth period is let's say 5 or minus 5. So it means that if I'm to draw a histogram, I'll draw for 40. This is 0. This place is 0 to 0. So I'll draw for 40, I'll draw for 30, I'll draw for 20, I'll draw for let's say 10. So this is the first period, second period, third period, fourth period, fifth period. So I'll draw, let's say in the sixth period it rose again, and this is sixth period. Seventh period it fell, seventh period, and the eighth period it turned 0. So the difference at the eighth period was 0. So the ninth period became minus 5. So you see the trend has changed. It has changed. So it means that at this point, at this particular point, people who were selling, sellers came into the market. Sellers came into the market and pushed the price down. So this is why MACD appears the way it does. So thank you.